Hello, in this video I'm going to be going over the 6 chords that I used to accompany the tune Blackberry Blossom on a guitar in standard tuning, but this does apply to any other chord instrument that you can think of. Now the first half of this tune is in G. I'm going to be using the 1, 4 and 5 chords of G, that is to say G, C and a D7, 9, which is up here, but it's just a D chord. You can play it down here as a 7 or a normal D chord if you wish, but I'm going to be showing this upper D9, and the B part is mostly in E minor, but it has a little bit of G at the end, so I'm going to be using E minor, B7 and A, which are the 1, 4, 5 chords in E, for this tune at least. So let's get into it. The G I use is fret numbers, so this is open 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to list the frets going that way. So I'm using 3, 2, open, open, 3, 3. That's my G chord. And I'm just going to shift these 2 fingers that way, a string, so it will be muted. I usually use this part of my finger to mute that string, so I don't play it. It'll be muted 3, 2, 0, 3, 3. So that's G. Change to C. Now that's most of the A part, just switching back between those. So the last chord of the first time through the A, I play this D, which you could call a D9 because it has an E in it, the 9th note of the D scale. And that is 5, 4, 5, 5, and I don't play either the outermost strings, it's just the 4 in the middle that I'm playing there. Likewise, I'm muting this one a bit with this finger, and I'm muting that one with this finger. But don't worry if that's not so easy. You can also do a D down there or a D7. Those would work as well, but the one I find easiest to switch from there to here is the D9, which is 5, 4, 5, 5. And then the second time, the D is half the length. If that makes sense. With a G at the end. The whole accompaniment to the A part goes like this, starting on G. C, G, C, G, D, G, C, G, C, G, D, G. And it does it again. G, C, G, C, G, D, G, C, G, C, G, back to D and then to G. That's twice around the A part. I then walk down to the E, which is the beginning of the B part. The chords I'm using in the B part are an E minor, which is open, 2, 2, open, open, open. A B7, which is muted. 2, 1, 2, open 2, 2, 1, 2, open 2. Much like the same pattern as the G's and C's before, but then halfway through the B part I put in, and then an A major, which is muted, or just you miss that string, muted, open, 2, 2, 2, open, and then a D of any persuasion. I think it's easiest to switch to a D7 here, so I'm use not played, not played, open, 2, 1, 2. But likewise you could use a normal D shape, or the D9, should you choose to use that one as well. That would fit as well. And then it's back to G for the last chord of the B part. So that whole sequence goes E, B7, E, B7, E, mute, A, D, and then G, E, it does it just the same, E, B7, E, A, D, either one of them, and then G at the end. So the whole accompaniment sounds like this.
One, two, three, four.
We want you to send in your videos of the tunes for our showcase. Whichever parts you've learnt for any or all of the tunes, we want to see them. So there are a couple of things you want to think about when you're filming a video like this. One, you're going to want to have two different devices. One so that you can listen to the video on, and hopefully with some headphones will be best, and one so that you can film yourself. The second thing is you want to think about your background. It doesn't have to be completely blank, but just think about you don't accidentally want a letter with your full address on it, or any personal family photos, or anything you wouldn't want to be going online. And the third thing is you need to make sure your parent or guardian has filled out the consent form, and then you're going to email your videos to l.budden@shootingroots.org. Or if the file's too big, you can send them via WeTransfer or send a Google Drive link. The video to record along to is the big arrangement videos. You can find them here on the workshop videos or on the Shooting Roots website. Looking forward to seeing and hearing you.